Hi, my name is Corinne Pullman. I'm the Senior Vice President of National Affairs and Partnerships for the Canadian Federation of Independent Business. Some people know it as CFIB. It represents 110,000 small and medium-sized companies across Canada. They're from every sector of the economy, so from retail to manufacturing to natural resources, you name it. We probably have it in our membership, and they're based all over the country. Clearly, the biggest issue facing Canada right now is the COVID pandemic and figuring out how to best get through this. I think there's two issues here, of course, is trying to keep people safe and getting through the pandemic, but also making sure our economy continues to function in a way that when we are able to actually get past the pandemic, we're able to also recover more quickly and get people back into the jobs, get people working again, and get our economy moving again. And that is probably the biggest challenge we have right now, because so many small, medium-sized companies have been pretty badly affected by this pandemic, because they're the ones that have been forced to shut down. And when you shut down your business for extended periods of time, it can put your business at jeopardy. Well, I think the government of Canada has lots of challenges in front of it. And so, first of all, of course, is making sure that the relief programs that have been introduced, and there have been many introduced over the course of the last 8 months to try to help small businesses, continue to be there. So there are currently emergency relief programs to help with wages, the Canada Emergency Wage Subsidy. There is programs to help with that are about to start to help with rent, so the Canada Emergency Rent Subsidy, because those are the two biggest costs a small businesses has to deal with. And if they have no revenues coming in, they can't pay their people and they can't pay their rent. So making sure that those continue to be there and available as we go through the pandemic, especially as we enter a second wave or in a second wave, and many parts of Canada are being shut down again. Secondly, of course, is making sure that once things start to improve, that we don't inadvertently increase the cost of doing business anytime soon. The last thing we want to do right now is increase the cost of hiring for a small business. It's already tough for them to keep the people they have. If they now have to pay more in order to hire people, and the people that are working for them lose more of their paycheck because it's going into a new tax, that is not the right time to be doing those kinds of things. So making sure that we're limiting the amount of cost increase impacts on small businesses at this time is going to be very important. Secondly, helping them deal with the increased costs that have been associated with the pandemic, having to restructure your business, having to buy more personal protective equipment for your staff and to help those are all new costs for businesses that they hadn't sort of foreseen. So figuring out ways that we can continue to help them to make those changes. And third, I would say, is finding ways to provide assistance for businesses that maybe need to pivot permanently. I mean, many things may change after the pandemic. People may not come back into stores the way they used to. So how do we make sure we're helping those businesses pivot to a digital world, for example, so they can still provide their products to their customers in a way that the customers can use them and buy from them without necessarily always having to walk in the store. So those are the types of things that we see as being important in order to make sure that the recovery can happen in a way and that we can still have all those great little small businesses in our neighborhoods like we used to have. And that's what we think is